TJ Tennant, the Tyre Guy, here today to talk a little bit about motorcycle safety. Something funny though. Somebody wrote in and said, hey man, you never really talk about funny stuff. You have funny stuff in your videos, you don't talk about funny stuff. So I'm going to talk about something funny. I used to do what these guys back here are doing in the red and the green shirts a while back, and I really enjoyed it. I still ride motorcycles, I just don't teach anymore. But every class has something weird happen. I had this one class where we had this guy, his name was Wingnut, and I got the phone call and they said, hey, he's going to be in your class. He can't really read or write, which is not that unusual, believe it or not. And he sounded weird on the phone. I said, okay, well, I'll see how it goes. So the guy comes to the class late, and the other rider coach is actually bringing his books and shoes and materials in, and the guy walks in the classroom barefooted. So he's an older guy, sits down, the other rider coach tries to help him do what he needs to do. And we're talking about braking in a turn and using both brakes, and the guy raises his hand and he goes, you know, I don't use both brakes on that motorcycle, especially that front brake. That front brake will kill you. I only use the rear brake. What you think about that? Well, I said, well, I think you're gonna die. So later on, we're talking about some other safety aspects of riding a motorcycle. And this guy raises his hand, he goes, well look, I'm gonna buy me a Harley Davidson because Harley Davidson ride real smooth. And when I was young, I used to ride motorcycle and do a wheelie and go down the road and all the girls would go, ooh wee, he sure can ride. That's why I want to ride a motorcycle, so I get me a girlfriend. I said, well, we're talking about how to safely ride a motorcycle, so we're gonna put that behind us. We're gonna be teaching wheelies today. So when it came time for us to go outside and do what these people here are doing right now, Mr. Wingnut, I knew something was going to happen. So I told the other rider coach, I said, put Wingnut with me because something's going to happen. So you start out riding the exercises, just kind of walking with the motorcycle while you're sitting on it. And when we do that, that means put your feet on the pegs. I kept doing that. Mr. Wingnut would almost fall over. And he tried it again, he'd fall over to the other side. So when he stopped, I said, Mr. Wingnut, are you sure you're going to be able to do this? And he goes, look, you let me ride around that parking lot over there, I'll show you I can ride. I said, well, unfortunately, that's not part of this curriculum. And then he goes, oh, well, you want me to do what you want me to do. I said, that is part of this curriculum. So then he goes, oh, no, I know what it is. I said, what? And he goes, that Metro detective done told you not to give me my motorcycle license. I said, Mr. Wingnut, I don't know any Metro detectives, but it does concern me greatly that they don't want you to ride a motorcycle. I think we're going to call it a day. So he had one of those old 70s models Cadillacs, you know, the four-door, really long, and had the metal turn signals and the kinds where the fiberglass would rot out of the back and just leave the metal up. So he's going in his car and he's rifling around his car and he gets up and he points at me and he goes, you, I don't like you. You gave me a dirty handshake. I said, well, I don't know what that is, Mr. Wingnut. Please be safe going home. So he's messing around in his car again, and the other rider coach comes over and says, TJ, you think he's got a gun in there? I said, I don't know, nor do I care. And he gets up again, he points at me, and he goes, I'm going to tell everybody I know about this place, especially you. I said, okay, fine, please be safe going home. So the next day he comes back, and we're on the range, and of course the students are freaking out. TJ, there's that guy. I said, I see him. So he gets out of his car and he's got a Crown Royal sack in his hand and he's walking down the range like that with the Crown Royal sack. And Randy goes, you think he's got a gun in that sack? I said, dude, I don't know, nor do I care. So he comes up and I said, hey, don't come on my range. I'll be with you in just a second. So he stops. We get a chance to talk to him and we go over and I said, hey, how can we help you? He said, all I want is my chair. And I said, your chair is over there under the tree where you left it. He goes, oh, all I want is my motorcycle license. Now, remember, Mr. Wingnut can't read or write. I said, you don't need to take this class, Mr. Wingnut, to ride a motorcycle and get certified. All you have to do is go down to the Department of Motor Vehicles, get the motorcycle manual, read it 4 or 5 times. You can go down and take the test and pass it. And Mr. Wingnut, still holding the Crown Royal sack, which, by the way, we never found out what was in it, he goes, oh, well, why didn't you say that at first? And he leaves, never to return. So I kind of wanted to give you some background on the Tyre Guy's history and what I some of the things I used to do and I still enjoy today, riding motorcycles. And for those of you who ride, please ride safe. That's it for today. TJ Tennant, the Tyre Guy. Peace and love. All day.
Goes out tonight.